And we got NBA YoungBoy. Now, he was arrested in LA just the other day. I wasn't even aware that he was living out here in LA from the West Coast, Southern California. I can be a bit senile in regards to the exact details, living situations, artists from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, the East Coast artists. Forgive me for being senile. Don't lose control of your bowels. It is what it is. But NBA YoungBoy's been living in LA, okay? I had no idea. Now, he got pulled over, all right? And they chased him. Basically, the whole point of this video in particular that I'm doing is based upon people showing off firearms in their music videos. All right. And that's why the feds were after him initially. And that's why he got pulled over. That's why he got busted. But I got to clarify the details, right? Otherwise, I'm going to sound like a maniac and just ranting and raving. So, NBA YoungBoy, he got pulled over. Feds were after him, showing off straps in music videos, right? That's what I gathered from all the details. Now, they supposedly found another strap on him once they finally caught up to him, but he ran. He took him on a little foot pursuit, running through backyards. They caught up to him with canines, and they busted him. Initially, I hear he was pulled over in Tarzana. But, let's just simplify. LA in general, that's where he was apprehended, all right? Now, I want to go ahead and clarify, man. Showing off firearms in music videos, where a lot of individuals, they're like, oh, no, you could just say they're a prop. The feds can zoom in on a serial number. They can say, hey, man, see that serial number? That was made in this and that factory. That's a Smith & Wesson such and such, AR, whatever it may be. You feel me? And they're going to bust you, homie. You're going to end up being strangulated by the legal repercussions. It is what it is. And I try my best to be lenient and patient and remind myself that I used to do the same ignorant BS until people checked me. And by checked, I mean they said, hey, be careful, homie. Fools are getting busted over this and that. And I'm like, hey, damn, homie, I'm being a hypocrite, or I'm being an industrial-sized infant. I'm not in my terrible twos. Why am I acting like I'm in my terrible twos? Do I have to construct a diaper out of paper mache? Because that'll do it, bruh. So, I had to stop basically condoning or perpetuating that, and then I had to start schooling the individuals because it's all about giving a damn. Only once you find something out, you don't keep it to yourself. Once you identify a trap of any type, you want to dismantle that trap for your fellow human beings also, and tear them from that. Because there's more to life than just fame, sex, and money, your own personal impulses and desires, and entertainment and satisfaction. Now, elitists in major positions of power rely upon us being self-obsessed. They rely upon us being stubborn and ignorant. And when we hear a suggestion, even if it's irrefutable or logical, majority are going to be like, I don't want to hear it, or I want to do what I want. You know what I'm saying? You get busted for showing a strap off that way. You got to exhibit discipline and appreciate straps for what they are. Understand that scapegoats are damaging in our society, and firearms are being utilized as scapegoats. It is what it is. But they're not the only thing. I'm going to go ahead and touch down on this real quick, man. Bear with me. Fasten your seatbelt, man. It's going to be a bumpy ride. So, we've got both political parties. Doesn't matter what candidate, who was in power recently, who's in power now. They're all extremes. The right wing, the right extreme, they utilize the immigrants and the minorities as scapegoats. The left utilize firearms as scapegoats. And that's very damaging. Because irrefutable statistics prove both of them wrong. But the topic on this video is firearms. So I'm going to go ahead and clarify. Check this out. A seatbelt. See this? This is a seatbelt, right? People don't hate seatbelts. People don't want to ban seatbelts and get rid of them. But seatbelts kill people every year. Do they kill more people than they save? No. Seatbelts save more people than seatbelts kill. But they do result in deaths every year when utilized incorrectly. Not one or two deaths, either many. And they're horrible graphic deaths, horrible injuries. It's the same as a firearm, man. If something's utilized incorrectly, it's dangerous. The question is, does it result in more death and chaos? Or is it necessary to a certain degree? And you simply have to educate yourself regarding it. Exhibit discipline regarding it. Unite and evolve alongside one another and school each other regarding it. Put our minds together and meet into a solution-based middle ground instead of harboring either extreme. And that's not what we're doing. We're harboring the extremes. Let me go ahead and clarify again. Firearms result in 600,000 lives. Life-threatening incidents completely being stopped, lives being saved, 600,000 every year. That's 6,800 some odd lives are being saved daily. Let's think about that for a second. Go ahead and look up the statistics. Even anti-gun groups, so on and so forth, cannot deny these irrefutable statistics. The amount of people that are killed yearly by guns is far lower in comparison with the amount of people that are saved via firearms. I'm sorry, but bad things happen. You know what I mean? Our society is extremely overpopulated. All right? And there's proof via irrefutable statistics that there will be people chilling in their pad watching Tim Allen, Tim the Toolman Taylor on the television. Oh, that's nice. And then boom, boom. Someone kicking their door. Oh, someone's standing on there. They got no pants on. They're on PCP. Or it's someone there to burglarize their pad, whatever it may be. Or it's a predator. You feel me? This happens many times every year. It's nothing to dwell on, but it's to understand that the two extremes, utilizing scapegoats, the two extremes, either avoiding reality altogether or hyper-focusing. Oh, well, automatics, 100-round drums, we need it all. It's a terrible, dangerous battlefield all the time. Whoa, that's one extreme. The other extreme is, it's a beautiful, magical playground, and nothing bad ever happens. And guns are just bad. Get rid of them. Even though people can print them with 3D printers, and that's just as unrealistic as trying to get rid of sandcastles, because how do you get rid of sandcastles if people can build their own sandcastle with little sand? Educate people. That's what you got to do. You got to understand that thousands of times every year, it's proof of why firearms are necessary. Because people are delirious. They're drinking. They're pounding pills. They're taking dope. Sober people who are addicted to predation. There's all kinds of damaging mindsets. And if we keep avoiding reality and we keep falling into either extreme, things are going to escalate. But if we embrace solution, we exhibit deductive reasoning and discipline and restraint, we start to educate ourselves. Instead of allowing those inconvenient realities to dissuade us from reality altogether, we start to embrace reality, and we start to stand for the environment, the planet. We start to educate ourselves with firearms. Then you're disciplined, you're logical, you respect them for what they really are. You're going to point them in a safe direction. You're going to properly maintain your BCG, that bolt carrier group. You're going to lube. You're going to clean it. You're going to use brand new, reliable, quality, not ammo that's dangerous or remanufactured. You know what I'm saying? You don't know where it came from. There's a lot of individuals that aren't educated or trained in regards to firearms. Some of those individuals hate firearms. Some of them are brandishing them in music videos, right? But those are two extremes, man. We got to meet in the middle, solution-based middle ground, homie. Logic. It's not a perfect world, but if you're coherent and present in reality, and you're solution-based and efficient, literally, you'll be an asset to this planet, and things won't be complicated, and all this rhetoric and all these extremes and all this brainwashing and these illusionary tactics for either party to maintain their agenda for the elitists and power above them all, to maintain their positions of wealth and power. Come on, man. We can simplify life. We can take our minds back. We can have a purpose of our own. We can see things for what they really are continually, no matter what it is.